Tonight we're going to talk about Inkscape. So Inkscape is a drawing program. It's been around for 20 years. It's very good. It does a lot of things, a lot more than what you would want yourself, but it's pretty usable. And so Inkscape, it's free. It runs on any platform, Windows. It even run on the old 32-bit, even run on Windows XP, Mac and Linux. Use it for CNC and anything else you want to use it for. So if I start Inkscape up on Windows here, so as you can see, we're at 1.3, is 20 years of it, and I'm going to start a new document. If you 3D print and you look at Blender, Inkscape is as powerful as Blender, but it's a lot easier to use. It's not as, I find Blender very, very difficult. And as one of my MERG friends said, you've been using drawing packages for 40 years. Why can't you use it? Well, you can't, you know. I use 3 different Autodesk products and they're all different. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so start a new document. Here we have a new document. It comes up with an A4 sheet of paper. It's a bit different in the way that it handles stuff. With your mouse, you push the middle button down, you can pan it from side to side. And then you think, well, I can zoom in and out with it. Now it moves it up and down. You have to press Control to do that. So what I'm going to show you is how I get from, I draw something on here, I do some joints, how I get from here to my laser engraver, which is in my shed. So we'll start basic controls. Now, this magnet here is snapping, and you get all sorts of versions of snapping. I've turned it on, and there you can see all the different variations of snapping. I've ticked them all because, yeah, you'll see why. So you need that. Layers and objects. So Bob's going to talk about layers in Lightburn. I will just show you what I do with this. Fill and stroke. You want to look at stroke style because that's the width of your line on your thing. And export. So you export to your slicer using SVG. Then over here you've got what I call it's selector tool, so it gets you out of everything. Node tool, rectangle tool, and really the other one you want is the pen tool. And then you've got your colors down here. You can select different color boxes, and by holding the shift key down, you can change the color of the line as well, which is quite handy. So I'm just going to do a 50 square box. So come on. So as we can see the box, and then you see the box is going to be black or none. But if you look up there on the right hand side, top right, you'll see the fill is none, the stroke is color is blue. So I'm going to change it to a fill. So you can see the top right, it's changed that. Then I'm going to hold shift down and it will change and then to black. So I'm going to put a box in. We'll not do it on the sheet. I'll explain why, because yeah, you don't need to. So we start off, that's a box. And then we can see then we're going to width. So I'm going to say 50. And I to 50. it's not like a normal drawing program like you would see AutoCAD. It's a bit more simple than that. So we've got a box there. We've got a face. So then I'm going to make the side. So it's a 50 square. So I'll duplicate that. And as you see, it will move to the center to center. So you're in the same place. Then I'll duplicate that to get the base. And again, it will do that. Then a neat trick is to select the text tool, and it's millimeters, and 6 is about right. So just for my own reference, so then I know what's what. Now I need to join this box. So I need to add tabs on it. So I need to reduce the width of that box to the width of my material. So the width of my material is 2 mil. So I've got to make that 46. So it's 46. So that's made that. Now I want to add some tabs. Now I've reduced the size. So it'll interlock together. So using the pen tool, I draw a line, double click to finish. And that has put another line on there. If you want to draw a straight line and you're in free space, you need to hold Control down, and that will make the line straight. Now I've got an extension in here. Now there's the amount of extensions now for Inkscape is unbelievable. But this is for tabs. So I've got quick joint on here. Now somebody will say to me, why don't you use the box creator? But I didn't quite like it. So I decided, well, I'll try something else. So I've got this quick tab. So side one, always side one. This number of tabs is 5. Material thickness is 2. And laser kerf is, I use about 0.1. You can do the feature at start, feature at end, or flip side. But now if I press apply, we've got our tabs. Now, if I draw another line on the other side, again, and I bring up the menu, apply that. Now, why haven't you done that? You naughty thing. Why have you not? That's brilliant. Anyway, I'll come back to that. So it is a bit temperamental because it's Python. So now I want some slots in the other piece. So I'm going to get my rectangle. And pick line. And draw boxes around all these tabs. Select them. Hold Control down. Because I've got snap on. Line to midpoint to path. Now, I need to join those tabs to that box. As you can see, they're not joined. So everything you send to your laser engraver has to be a path for it to engrave or cut or whatever. So path, union, and there you are, it's joined it all together. We're going to use different here. And to select another object, it's opposite to Windows. It's not Control, it's Shift. So it's Shift, path, difference. The only trouble is you can only select one item at a time. Go in. Now, if I change that to orange, and I bring that up, there you are, fits perfect. I'm not worried about the curve because it's not going, it doesn't, from my experience on my machine, doing it like this means that it works quite nicely. There we go. And the reason why is because it only allows one set of tabs on at a time. So we have to do the union before you can do that. So that's silly me forgetting. So again, path, difference. Oops, undo, I don't want that. Path, union. Horrible when it's live. So there we are, we've got tabs on both sides.